One man is cool. I know there's somebody right there doing what we do best.
You remember watching him sing?
Poking holes in him.
Was it "Try Me"? Like that's the slow song. And like you see him doing all this, and all of a sudden
Also,
he starts
Man's
singing.
World.
Yes, Man's World just phenomenal. But when he sings "Try Me," like he's sweating his ass off the way he's singing, and that's from all that dancing. But
you didn't realize
that he could do that.
That he could sing ballads until
No, he just said, "I'm not just dancing."
But that's from a lot of cocaine.
I didn't know.
Joe? Yes.
The man's heart didn't pop.
Yes. When Jeremy said it, I thought it, but I was just going to let it go.
That's not fair, though, because how else are you going to stay up 3 days in a row without cocaine? Right?
Yeah. I thought it, but
territory.
I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to let that go. He's sweating from dancing. Okay.
Yeah, come on. He was dancing his ass off on cocaine. Okay, I got it.
Baltimore Orioles have officially announced Craig Albernaz as their next manager. And I will tell you this, I watch a lot of baseball. I love baseball. I like to think I know a lot about baseball. I met Craig Albernaz, and all I know about him is what I read and heard. I'm not going to sit here and act as if I can give you a breakdown from my own knowledge. I only know what I read and what I heard.
I don't know what you read because my Wikipedia page is twice as long as his. I read just to learn about him. There ain't nothing there. It's like,
I'm going to go write some more stuff on your Wikipedia page. No, but again,
his favorite player is Baker.
Let me say this, though, because like when you talk about bench coaches in this league, you shouldn't know most of these guys' names unless they're former players that you watch. Now, he's a former player. Yeah. He's a catcher, which, by the way, what do we love as managers? Yeah. Catchers. And there's a video going around with him working with, I want to say it was Joey Bart when he was on the Giants, in pitch framing. Just listening to what other people say about him, and not just his friends. You're talking about writers and people that have covered the game.
Not just Stephen Voigt.
They've said that the Orioles,
Voigt, right?
The Orioles vote,
yeah, vote.
VOGT, figure that one out. Vogt, but they're talking about how much this guy should be a front runner for jobs. He had turned down the White Sox and Marlins looking for the right spot.
Can I stop for a second?
Yeah,
that impresses me. 2 other teams offered him a job,
and he's never had a managerial job.
That's number one. Number two. No, I'm waiting for the right one. He has enough patience and enough confidence in himself to say, I'm not setting myself up for failure with those 2 losers. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, but no, again, go look at what John Heyman wrote about him. And I don't even like John Heyman, but he's like, this is a win for the Orioles. And I'm reading stuff. People are going, I don't know who that guy is. What a terrible signing. You don't know who anyone is. Right. You don't know any of these names. You knew Ryan Flaherty. And you knew Albert Pujols.
And why did you want them over
because you knew their name.
Albernaz? Yeah.
It's just like,
were they better qualified?
Tell people vote.
Yeah,
true.
Exactly. Yeah. This is just.
I thought you was talking about Steven again.
You thought
that's how people vote. I got you now. I'm like, what are you talking about?
But this is. I know it's not the name that everyone was expecting, or they wanted this experienced guy that we talked about and all that. I'm happy that they didn't just sign a retread unless it was a Bruce Bochy type that had just this track record that you can't ignore.
I did not, Ed, want them to sign a retread. I didn't think they would sign a first-timer after passing on Manzolino, but I don't want a retread. I don't want that. I want somebody new, somebody paving his own way, and someone who is okay to listen to organizational structure. Because he's doing it for the first time himself. He's willing to partner with the front office because contrary to what a lot of people around here think all of a sudden about the front office, I trust the front office.
I still do. I really do. And I wish I'd like why people have run away from them.
Because it hadn't worked.
Yeah, well, it did about 77 injuries last year. I mean, yeah. Everybody was hurt. Like, how can you overcome that? You can't. It's like with the Ravens until everybody came back this week. It's a different team. That wasn't the Orioles team you expected to see at spring training. It was a different team all season. So, I mean, you can't blame the manager.
Let me ask you guys a question. And I asked this question yesterday off air. Ed, who has more to prove? Ownership or front office for the Orioles?
Orioles. Well, front office. Ownership's only been here a year and a half.
Jeremy, who has more to prove? Ownership or front office?
Oh, front office.
You think so?
Well, you know what?
I think ownership does it. I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah,
Front office gave you Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Jackson Holiday. They went out and put some shine on some players that weren't shining anymore. They brought Trevor Rogers in and cleaned him up. They did all these things. The ownership came in on the heels of a 100-win team. And then their first year, they won 91 games. Now, in the midst of that, they kind of led you to believe that it wasn't the same old ownership and they would spend money. So I think now they have more to prove. Okay, you see who we have, you see who we are. Now spend the money to bring the players in. I think ownership has more to prove. I mean, I don't think there's a right answer. It's all opinion. But I think ownership has more to prove.
I think the knee-jerk reaction is the way that everybody complained about Mike Elias as the go front office. But
because how long are they here now? 6 years?
Yeah, but I mean, so 4 years of a rebuild too,
right?
You know?
Yeah.
That's why when people
huge back steps. I mean, I
actually
just think
7 years. They came in 19.
Oh.
Yeah,
but that's like the people here that are going, this team. They look at it. The past 10 years, everyone in the AL East has gone to the World Series except for the Orioles, and it's like 5 of those years they were in a damn rebuild.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you expect? Like, and then the other part of it, the thing that drives me nuts, and to your point, Rob, and why I think it is ownership and not the front office. Every time I go online and we talk about a free agent, well, they're not going to sign him. They don't sign.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
It's a new owner. Like it's been 2 years.
Jeremy, I will bet you they're going to make a splash. I mean, you listen to Rubenstein and you know Eric Getty and some of these other guys and Cal Ripken and this ownership group, like, these guys are competitors, man. This ownership group, these guys are competitors. And I don't think they have the stomach to watch this thing fall. I just don't think they do. They're a little fresher. Trust me. Working on the inside, let me tell you, things are ran differently. Things don't go the way they used to go. From my perspective, I mean, the communication. I'm already getting communication about next year already. It's not even November.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is a different organization. It's fresh blood. I believe this ownership group is going to go out and spend some money.
The other part of it is raising tickets after a season like that. The stuff that's going on in the stadium, people complaining about their packages and whatever season ticket package you're buying, and all that stuff that's going on, like that also falls in ownership. If you're going to raise prices, people are going to want to see you spend money or win.
I had 4 people
or both
who complained about the new season ticket packages. 4 of them. I'm not saying that's only 4, but 4 who came back to me and pivoted away from it. In fact, one of them is a curmudgeon who said to me, "Yeah, it's not that bad." I said, "Excuse me?" "Yeah, it's not as bad as I thought." I said, "Why?" He said, "Just, it made it really affordable, really easy for me to pay." He was almost angry that he couldn't bitch about it anymore. Because he went in bitching about it. He hated it, all these things, and now he looked up like, "Yeah, it's not that bad." And I'm sure there are some people who still don't like it, but I'm just saying there are some people who have turned the other way because it wasn't as bad as they thought. And again, Orioles are one of the only organizations that weren't doing 20-game packages, 13-game packages.
Yeah. Well, again, it's I'm excited about this hire, and people can say, "Well, you're just a homer, and you're going to look."
I'm a homer. I'll be a homer. I'm not a blind homer. I am. I pull for my team. I want them to do well, and I give them the benefit of the doubt. If that makes me a homer, so be it. I do the same thing with the Ravens. I pull for them, I cheer for them, and I give them the benefit of the doubt until they. This is a new group. It's a new ownership group. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt until they tell me I shouldn't.
Would you be shocked? Let me just put the list out there, and I'm putting Adley in there. Maybe that's the one you wouldn't be shocked by, but Adley, Gunnar, Jackson Holiday, Jordan Westberg. I'll throw Colton Cowser in there because Basayo's not going anywhere. Do you think any one of those 5 guys are getting moved?
I think the only one that can get moved out of that, I don't know what you get for him if you package him, is Cowser. I don't think he would, but I think it's the only one that they would. Because it's the only one that we would consider. You got to throw some pictures in there.
Would they consider Jackson Holiday? Like if you're trading for a guy like Scooble, or if you're trading for, because Scooble's on, they're talking about it. Holiday's one of those guys. Holiday, Basayo, those names are going to have to be in there because Mayo's name isn't going to get it done in a trade like that. Not now.
Ain't trading Jackson Holiday. Not trading Basayo.
Okay. I'm not saying I'm for it, But when you think about a big...
No, it's a legitimate question.
Because we're all pointing to first base saying, okay, they're going to move Kobe Mayo. I think they're going to have to move something of substance if they want to get something significant back or find the right team where you can move some prospects.
I think the only clear untouchable that I would bet a paycheck on is Gunnar.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else is possible. I just don't think they would.
Not likely.
I think Gunnar is the Gunnar, and if you have a pitcher, Bradish. Those two, he ain't going nowhere. I think anybody else, it could happen, but I wouldn't bet on it.
All right.
I think they got to get this thing one more year. Add some pieces to it. I'm going to throw your name, and I'm sure it's not earth-shattering. It's not like, nobody else brought it up. Framber Valdez. I think Framber Valdez is a Baltimore Oriole in 2026.
I love that.
I think he is.
Because we have talked about him, and I think
he's
one of these underrated players that people.
It's another lefty.
I think he's a really good pitcher, and I don't know why he seems like he's been overshadowed by others.
Well, because he had so many good pitchers in that rotation before him.
Yeah.
Well, it's almost like he was supposed to be the guy. They made the run, and then all of a sudden it's like, okay, well, Hunter Brown's here now, and he's going to be the guy. And we got, who was the other? They had the Luis, or was it Ortiz? They had the two young pitchers that came up during their World Series run, Christian Javier, and then the other one was the Rock the Baby guy. I think that was Ortiz. Where when he pitched, he would, and then they made him stop doing that. But when you look at it, it is kind of cyclical. The thing with Framber Valdez was he was an extreme ground ball pitcher. He still is, but then he developed the cutter, and his Ks went up. And the reason why he makes so much sense here is like we've talked about it. I know they've moved the wall in left field, but like having lefties with the shorter porch and right and the scoreboard out there, you're trying to negate some of that with left-handed pitching. And for a while there, we were just throwing righties out until Rogers came along.
I'm telling you, I think Framber Valdez. Shovels at 7 o'clock, but on the other side was Todd Monken unfairly targeted by the players and media over the last week. Baltimore's Big Bad Morning Show on the Fan.